Good Saturday morning. I've slept more than usual, and I've realized that I've spent more time sleeping. But I had to look at my watch to realize how long have I slept. That means I did not experience time directly in my direct experience, but I made sense of it. I took a part of my life and I divided it into time frames, and so I knew that I slept 7 hours or however much that was. And I've been thinking about time and timelessness, as you know if you've seen my previous video. So let's build on that and make it more relevant. Today is about finding a balance between the sense of time and the sense of timelessness, and what could it mean for us, because all of our lives are somehow defined by time. Our age, our goals, our happiness, somehow they're linked with time. At the same time, I am not this body. I don't feel that I'm moving through time. I'm not this mind. I feel like I'm aware of this body, aware of this mind, and I'm aware of them moving through time. But time moves within me, because I'm also aware of all this happening as a witness. And so at the same time, that there's always an opposing view of every single view. That's how life is. That's how nature works. There's always an opposite view as powerful as the view that you talk about. And it is because most people spend life not philosophically, but emotionally. And emotionally, we are very much connected to time. We feel that the time is really running by, and it's not stopping for anyone. And we need to do what we need to do before time runs out. And that's a valid argument. So let's build on that. If that is true, if the time is passing, if the cars are passing, and if nothing is stopping for you, and you're turning 30, 40, 50, 60, at some point you must stop and ask yourself, am I satisfied? Am I content? Am I living my life the way I've always wanted to live? But here's the thing. It's not about panicking or regretting that, oh my God, I've wasted so much time, but it's about realizing that you are the one who gets to decide. You are the one who is in charge, and you can turn around and change your life whenever you want to. How do I want to live? What kind of choices I want to make, and what kind of life I want to create for myself. So ask yourself this question. This question is powerful, because once you ask it, something begins to shift. You start looking at your life differently. And once you find an answer, once you decide what kind of life you want to live, you'll find a new kind of happiness. A happiness that comes from within. A joy that is steady. A contentment that does not depend on external circumstances. It doesn't mean life will become easy. It also doesn't mean that the problems won't arise. Struggles will be there. Most things in life will remain the same as they were, almost the same. What will change is your perspective. Your attitude towards life will shift. And when your attitude changes, it's like a weight lifts off your shoulders. The struggles don't feel as heavy. The problems don't feel as overwhelming, and you find calmness. You find a mental peace which is deeper, which is a deeper feeling that doesn't depend on changing mental circumstances. A peace that comes from understanding that you're not just a body moving through time. You realize that you are the observer, the witness. Time and space are happening within you. And when you see this, life becomes less about chasing things and more about flowing with things. It's not about fighting with the circumstances and against time, but somehow learning how to live fully in the moments you have. Life in many ways is like a river. It's always flowing, it's always changing. It never stops for anyone. Yet, it's the same river. It's flowing effortlessly. It's changing, yet it's the same river at all. You look at it from anywhere, the river is the same. And just like the river, life is always moving forward. Most of us spend so much time standing on the shore, waiting for the time, waiting for things to become perfect, waiting for circumstances to change, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for life to somehow begin. But the truth is, life is happening right now. This is your moment. And when you realize that, you stop standing on the shore. You step into the river, you flow with it. Life is not about perfection. It's not about solving all of its mysteries and finding a way to stop time, but it's about, life is like a dance. You just flow in life like you're dancing, and it's a dance between the opposite, between the struggles and joy, between time and timelessness. It's a dance between regrets and redemptions. So, like any good dance, it's not about doing it perfectly, but it's about showing up and enjoying the rhythm and feeling the rhythm, being present and letting yourself be fully alive. So ask yourself, how do I want to live this life? This moment right now is an invitation. How do I want to live this life? An invitation to step into life with intention. The river of life is still flowing. It's never too late, and you have a choice. Will you stand on the shore watching it pass, or will you step in and let yourself flow with it? When you ask this question honestly, you'll find the courage to live fully, to live intentionally, to live a life that feels true to you. Because in the end, time isn't your enemy, and life isn't something to fear. You are the river, you are the flow, and within you is the timeless, infinite space where life unfolds. So as the cars pass, and as the moments pass, as time moves forward, take a moment to pause, ask yourself the question, and when you find your answer, step forward with courage, with presence, and with deep knowing that life is happening for you, through you, and within you. This one life, this beautiful, fleeting life, is yours to live. All the best.